love him, and you've most likely seen his memes. Steve Harvey, one of America's most successful and beloved television show hosts to grace the small screen, has been handed the reins to host smash hit shows like The Steve Harvey Show, Family Feud, and even the renowned beauty pageant, Miss World. You know you're bound to get an outrageous time when he makes an appearance, so just how did this jolly man come about and charm his way through television? We're Deluxe Living, and we're here to give you a taste at how the 1% live. Today we'll be taking a trip with celebrated TV host Steve Harvey and regale his success story. Don't forget to like this video, press subscribe, and hit that notification bell so we can keep you up to date with everything Deluxe and more. Steve Harvey has reached inspiring levels of success that it's hard to believe he once had a down-to-earth upbringing. Broderick Stephen Harvey Sr. was born in 1957 to a quiet household in West Virginia, demonstrating his impressive versatility early on by taking on multiple jobs from a boxer, a mailman, to an insurance salesman. His people skills were greatly demonstrated when he first took on stand-up comedy. It was around this time that Steve had truly developed his flair for onstage performances. Of course, this wouldn't be an inspiring success story without a healthy dose of obstacles to overcome. Believe it or not, the well-regarded comedian, host, and writer has once been handed the short end of the stick. Steve became homeless for 3 years, sleeping in his car and taking showers in gas stations when he didn't land any gigs. All of this turned around when Steve finally got his biggest break yet, landing himself a sweet job as a host of It's Showtime at the Apollo. His outstanding performance was followed by even more jobs, and well, you already know the rest. Steve would go on to host beloved shows and endear himself to the hearts of his innumerable viewers, enjoying a fruitful career in hosting and even producing a plethora of shows that earned him 6 daytime Emmys. Steve's charismatic look extends well beyond the TV screen. However, as a TV show host, he's also an accomplished businessman with stakes in well-known names under his belt. He's invested in big brands from Anthem Sports and Entertainment, Block Cap, Airbnb, Wish, and even the rising star aeronautics company, SpaceX. Steve's wire into business doesn't end there, as the TV personality has an impressive repertoire of businesses under his company, Steve Harvey Global. The company supervises all of Steve's businesses, including but not limited to his own line of fashionable ties, as well as the East 112 production company, which has produced movies and TV shows like Think Like a Man and Little Big Shots. Steve's endearing and sensational personality are by far his most lucrative assets, which he capitalizes on by sharing his knowledge and leadership and entrepreneurship through his online learning platform, Vault Empowers. The man is so charismatic that large companies churn out huge amounts of cash for Steve the man himself to advertise for them. With the resounding success of a TV icon, it's not surprising that Steve has made a sizable income throughout his long and celebrated career on television. His TV show appearances, radio talk show, published books, businesses, and advertising contracts has made his impressive annual income of $45 million. All of his sources of income amount to an approximate net worth of $200 million. All of that, though, at the age of 65. Expect to see those numbers get higher and higher because Mr. Harvey here isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Commercial break! Having a good time, are we? Well, we're glad to hear that. Even more so if you press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Part of the reason why Steve exudes such irresistible charisma is in part to his impeccable sense of fashion, complementing his electrifying persona with the best set of threads that money can buy. It also doesn't hurt that Steve is assisted by the equally fashionable stylist, Ellie Caramo. Steve is most recognized sporting a complete ensemble of stylish and eye-popping suits, but he occasionally mixes things up with his unique styling and clothing. That time when the TV show icon was spotted wearing a $2,600 Bottega Veneta ensemble, a look which has inspired countless memes that picture the TV host as all sorts of comic book villain. While the suit and long coat pairing is certainly a unique and iconic look for the media darling, Steve also likes to hang back and relax with his casual yet magnificent Dior turtleneck sweater priced at $30,000. A simple yet effectively eye-catching top with a signature stamp of Ghanaian artist Amwaku Waffle. Since we're on the topic of attention-grabbing tops, we might as well bring up the beautiful and sleek $7,300 Berluti jacket. Not everyone can pull off such a daring look with the color purple. Believe me, I tried, but somehow, Steve pulled it off effortlessly. To further enhance Steve's already flawless style, he pairs his outfit with equally luxurious watches that simply commands your attention. Take his pair of Rolex timepieces, for example. The golden Day-Date and Daytona are encrusted with a collection of precious stones, creating the perfect contrast between the watch's exquisite gold sheen and the mesmerizing stones, a feat accomplished for the mere price of $150,000 and $190,000 respectively. When it comes to more extravagant affairs, Steve Harvey brings out the big guns with his $300,000 Roger Dubuis Excalibur Knights of the Round Table wristwatch. A name that is mouthful yet befitting of a watch made from rose gold embedded with ruby stones and a blue alligator skin buckle to complete the lavish accessory. Steve Harvey's sharp eye for all the things luxurious is attuned to automobiles as well. Steve's timeless fashion sense, evoking the classical definition of style, is reflected in his choice of ride. And what better way to flaunt this than with his 1941 Cadillac convertible? A beautifully preserved piece of history that still retains its timeless beauty for the price of $95,000. Steve shares his love for cars with his wife, Marjorie, gifting his dearly beloved with a $305,000 Bentley Mulsanne for his 59th birthday. As the avid showman that he is, he ups the ante with Marjorie's 50th birthday by surprising her with a Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead Coupe, which cost $500,000. If there's one thing that we've learned throughout this video, it's that Steve Harvey likes to get around in style. And what better way to travel the high seas than in a luxury yacht? The famous comedian occasionally travels with his family to celebrate his birthday on board some of the finest sea cruisers that one can afford. Traveling on board luxurious vessels like the Nabiskrug and the Seven Seas yacht as he makes his summer getaway to iconic locals in Italy to the Bahamas. If you're planning to rent one of these esteemed vessels, then you better fork out serious cash, because a week's worth of vacation in one of these yachts could set you back $350,000 at a minimum. Steve Harvey lives a very busy life, filled with TV show appearances and lucrative advertising deals. So it goes to show that the industrious entertainer frequently takes temporary residences in some of the most prestigious establishments, including a beautiful mansion in the affluent Beverly Hills area and a $7 million high-rise apartment in the heart of Chicago. But home is where the heart is, and his heart can be found in his luxury home in the city of Atlanta. The 17-acre estate boasts a breathtaking mansion with all the space and fancy amenities that the TV star could possibly need. The property was formerly owned by actor Tyler Perry until it was sold in 2016 and bought by Steve Harvey in 2020 for the price of $15 million, making the sprawling property one of the largest and most expensive within the entire state of Georgia. The mansion itself bears the resemblance of pre-modern European architecture befitting of the nobles of the time, with an interior design and furniture further exuding a timeless and rustic feel to the home. Entering this palace-like mansion really does feel like stepping into a perfectly preserved portrait of the past. The amenities of the interior, however, is a whole other story, filled with every modern necessity to suit the fast-paced life of Steve Harvey. Featuring 7 bedrooms, a dedicated recreation room, an in-house movie theater, a spa room, an impressive wine cellar, an indoor pool, and of course, 17 bathrooms. The exterior of the property is worth noticing as well, with well-groomed gardens to live out this place and an immaculate infinity pool with a stellar view of the city of Atlanta. And that's a wrap for this video, which was inspiring, right? Let us know who you'd like us to do a feature on in the comments below. Then don't forget to tap the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deluxe living.